Hello and welcome! My name is Heather. I'm a registered professional counselor and a certified life coach. And today I'm going to be analyzing the relationships of Ross and Rachel and Monica and Chandler from the sitcom Friends. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe to get more videos like this and hit the bell to get notifications. In this video, I'll be highlighting important aspects that are related to successful relationships. Initially, both relationships start off as romantic and exciting, but over time, it is normal for the honeymoon phase to end. This is why maintaining your friendship is important, as it directly impacts the success of your relationship. According to a relationship expert, Dr. John Gottman, deep friendship is the foundation of happy couples. It's clear that both of these couples are friends, but which friendship created the strong foundation for a lasting relationship? Ever since high school, Ross has always had a huge crush on Rachel, and she viewed him as a dorky older brother of her friend Monica. He didn't try to be friends with Rachel. Instead, he created a I Hate Rachel club to deal with his feelings of rejection.
You were in an I Hate Rachel club?
Yes, he was. No.
We even see in the earlier seasons that Ross was focused on wanting to date Rachel.
Do you think it would be okay if I asked you out sometime, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, maybe I will.
Since he was focused on trying to date her as opposed to being a good friend, we see the dynamics of their relationship unfold and their friendship mostly staying at a surface level. We can see that Ross and Rachel lacked any shared interest, which is an important aspect to a strong friendship. The aspect of friendship was lacking in their relationship, and it was even noticeable during the times they weren't dating. After the breakup, we see them trying to sabotage each other's relationship instead of supporting each other's happiness of moving on. On the other hand, Monica and Chandler had more of a stable friendship throughout the years. We see examples of them providing emotional support for one another without hitting motives. Although having a rough start to their friendship, they were able to move past it and become important pillars in each other's lives. When they were officially a couple, we saw their friendship continue. This was shown through their sense of humor, compromise, and ability to work together as a team. Ultimately, we can see the importance of friendship and how it impacts one's intimate relationship. Emotional support in a relationship is important during times of sadness or stress, as it provides a positive base for partners and acts as a stabilizer in the relationship. Although Ross and Rachel have a strong attraction to each other, we don't see a lot of emotional support, especially during difficult times. When Rachel gets her dream job in the fashion business, Ross is overcome with jealousy over Mark and feels like he's not a priority in the relationship, thus ultimately failing to support Rachel and minimizing her career. Even at the very end of the series, Ross stops Rachel from going to Paris and initially tries to find ways to sabotage her chances at her dream job. Rachel, in return, never showed much interest in Ross's work either, and would go as far as undermining his passions.
These will get you into all the paleontology lectures and seminars.
Do you have anything that will get us out of them?
There were only a handful of times when we saw Ross and Rachel support each other, and that's usually when they weren't a couple.
I just didn't want it to end this way, you know?
Maybe you didn't want it to end.
What do you mean?
You seem to really like her.
On the other hand, we see Monica and Chandler supporting each other both as friends and as a couple. When Chandler decided to quit his job, Monica was there to offer support. She helped organize different career possibilities for Chandler to choose from.
Crackers, because your cheese needs a buddy.
In addition to supporting their careers, they also showed support in other ways.
If your father's not at your wedding, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life.
Such as when Monica thought Chandler got turned on by sharks,
Want me to get into the tub and thrash?
and when Chandler stands up for Monica when she was making candy for their neighbors.
And I'll bet that not one of you can tell me her name.
Candy lady?
Candy lady?
When Monica and Chandler found out they had fertility issues, they worked together in finding a solution.
We're gonna figure this out.
I know.
Such as when Chandler brings home a possible sperm donor, and when he convinces Erica why they're the perfect adoptive parents.
I really want a kid.
And when that day finally comes, I'll learn how to be a good dad. But my wife, she's already there.
Conflict in relationships are inevitable. According to Dr. John Gottman's research, they found that 69% of problems in relationships are unsolvable. Research suggests that managing conflict is the key as opposed to trying to resolve the conflict entirely. We can see that there were pivotal moments in each relationship that caused conflict. For Ross and Rachel, jealousy, communication, and lack of support were constant themes that were never fully managed. When Rachel got a new job at Bloomingdale's, her new male coworker became Ross's obsession as he was convinced that Mark was trying to sleep with Rachel.
It was so obvious. It was like you were marking your territory. I mean, you might as well have just come in and peed all around my desk.
In my professional opinion, Ross is experiencing a relational trauma that partially stems from his relationship with Carol.
Well, I was with Carol for like 8 years, and I lost her. So it's hard for me to believe someone else isn't going to take you away.
And his previous history with Rachel, in which he feels a sense of rejection from her. So these experiences create feelings of anxiety and fear. Fear of losing Rachel or fears of feeling rejected. I do want to state that jealousy is a normal feeling to an extent. It's not a pathology. We all experience jealousy to some extent. What's important is how we deal with it in a healthy way. Scientific literature states that jealousy is interpreted as a sign of caring and concern for one's partner, and research has shown that it can be positively associated with romantic love. Jealousy in moderation is normal. In this case, Ross would have benefited if he went to see a counselor or a therapist so he could navigate through these feelings in a healthier way instead of taking it out on Rachel. Ultimately, this led to their breakup and the infamous "we were on a break" fight, and we see that this issue continues to resurface in the later years.
Hey, all right, this is it.
This is it. Unless we're on a break.
Monica and Chandler are also faced with conflicts in their relationship. For example, they each made mistakes after the wedding.
You opened all the presents without me? I thought we were supposed to do that together.
You kissed another woman?
Call it even?
Okay.
Or when Chandler accidentally accepts a job in Tulsa.
We're moving to Tulsa.
What?
I can't hear.
They both recognize that it's not the topic of the fight that matters or who wins the fight, but how to repair the relationship when there's differences in personality, perspectives, and goals. Their strength is finding a way to compromise and to move from the conflict as a team. These conflicts get resolved quickly and they don't fester into larger arguments, which is the polar opposite from Ross and Rachel.
We drove each other crazy.
No.
I mean, he was possessive. He was jealous. He could never just let the little things go.
Conflict is unavoidable, but discussing them is constructive and provides a positive opportunity for understanding and growth. There are several important components that can lead to a sustainable and successful relationship. By analyzing these iconic couples, we can clearly see how friendship, emotional support, and conflict resolution are the pillars to a sustainable relationship. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more relationship analysis videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, be kind and love yourself.